midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Again, it's Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Henry up the middle.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on the punt.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off the play action, you've got an all-star in the making.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw, incomplete as well.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
Back deep, Khalif Raymond. And taken right at the 35. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Waddle. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The lessons will continue. This rookie, he's got to learn how to read situations just a little bit better. That far behind the line, he's got to find a way to get rid of the football and not take the sack, whether it's with his legs or just throwing it away.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
From his goal line here, Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3-and-out on their opening drive.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers at 4-3, a game over 500. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
First carry for Najee Harris. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. 5 yards remain on 2nd down. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Rolling to his left. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game. And that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Waddle. That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 33. A good pickup there, 20 yards.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route. There plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Let's go now. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is it touchdown? Khalif Raymond, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Throwing to start the drive. Waddle. They set up the screen for Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Waddle.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. On 1st and 10, Waddle. He dumps it off for Henry. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
2nd down at 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going up top. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Titans.
Traylon Burks
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
So we have come to half.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now a first down carry for Harris. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Room here to run. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This is caught, and in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 59 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
On first down, Waddle. His throw incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Back to throw. Waddle. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Play action. It's Fields.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. To throw on 2nd down. Waddle. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will not be able to get the 1st as he can get this only down to the 5. So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley able to knock this one through. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a 1st.
Fields now to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time.
Picked by Kevin Byard.
And the Titans are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defensive side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Off the play fake. Waddle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to air one out. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown.